Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this, but in fact it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
Well, what's up, guys? And I'm going to be doing a series on This is the Police Game. So this is going to be episode 1, and let's just jump right into this. Mayor Rogers, sex maniac. City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation. Mark War 2, I ain't reading that shit. Well, that guy's car is a piece of shit.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher. This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them. I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Okay. Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? The mayor discussed it with me. Do you already know the name of your successor? No, I don't. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendrick said he was looking forward to resigning, whatever. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change your mind? Perhaps. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? Bullshit. Excuse me, well, that's a pile of horse shit. The mafia and the police working together. Maybe they're in cahoots with the aliens. The mafia are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about someone ask a real question? Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? How should I know? Alright, so we started off with a little press conference.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick. As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension. One that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. "180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man."
I'll do my best.
"And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon."
I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Okay then. Well, let's go to work. And let him start up his piece of shit car.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts. My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Okay, that was a very long intro, but I've already been playing this for a little bit, so I know how this game works. So I don't need anyone telling me how to do my job. Yep. Yep, so I only got about 3 good police officers and the rest are shit. That's nice. Hit and run. Okay, at the Everyday Mall, a married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who has been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. Okay, so we're gonna get Kachi and Austin. Yeah, I should be able to. What the fuck? Look at this old bitch, and she seems to have alcohol problems. That's very pleasant. A theater manager reports that during a showing of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater's security guard. Well, we'll send Yancey and Asano. Go take care of that. So you got Purdy, who is not very purdy. Tsubaki. Damn, that's a weird ass name. And fucking Price, the useless bitch. And offender caught. Great. Great. Yeah, this game gets progressively harder, just like every other game, but armed robbery. The three teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. Nice. The criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is one Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. Okay, Purdy, Mrs. Not Purdy, and Ugly Bitch Price. First call for you, Price. And a fight. A brother and sister clashed with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of their lawyers, we don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty tonight. Okay, Tsubaki, you are alone, and hopefully you don't fuck up. Okay, assault in the ghetto. A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then ran away with his guitar and money. Okay, Kachi and Asano, go get it. Okay. The vehicle is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sound of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Knock on the door, open up police, sneak into the house through an open window, and turn on the loud siren and loudspeaker and shout that the house is surrounded. Open up, police! Yep. Okay, fight. Oh, you Tsubaki, really? Now I know I can't count on Tsubaki. They caught them. Nice. And the day. Well, that wasn't hard.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Okay, what really bothers me is that these people, they do not have faces. Which I forgot to mention that earlier. Okay. Roy. A piece of shit. Today, some of my relatives have come to visit. They're from another country, and we've never even met them before. Can I have the day off? Can I trust this? Can I trust this? You're a piece of shit anyway. I guess. Today they're offering free admittance to all the museums in the city. I'm a big fan of art. Can I have the day off? Hell no. Really think I'd let your ass off? Fairs. Police station. There we go. Alright. So what we're going to do is that we're going to fire Roy. He's too old. And we're going to fire Price because she's too old. And I don't know about Butch Jr. or Butch, but all I know is that I need a couple more people since, you know, I fired some. Obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 on shift A and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, I need to hire another one for shift B right away. Let's get Mr. Callhorn, shift B, and we'll get Caleb for shift A, and we'll get Mr. Old Asian Guy for shift A. And we have another detective slot, so looks like we got 2 on shift A and 3 on shift B, so I'm gonna go ahead and hire this one for shift A. And yeah, let's continue. We don't have another slot, do I? Nope, they're all full. So let's go to this vandalism call. We've received a frightened call from the local cathedral this morning. The abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols and recording this at night, so bear with me. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols and some have been broken into pieces. It seems there are even marks from a shovel, but the abbot would say no more. Well, hopefully Stovall can handle himself, because I'm just setting him.
In progress.
Okay, businessman Harley Jones, looking out his window, saw two teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his car. Okay, Vandal and Butch. You know, it looks like... Oh, it's Birch, not Butch. Okay, Birch. Or this one. Let's get Birch. Mr. Birch. Give him a shot. Yep, I knew you stole all. You can do it.
1210 in progress.
Alright, suspicious... What? Suspicious individual. A waitress named Milla reports that she served a chicken Eddie, and a Diet Coke. Two dangerous criminal who she'd seen. Okay. Alright, let's send Robbins and Birch Jr. Aw, you bitches. You guys suck.
Complete.
Nice, false alarm. It's a waste of my time. Alright, we'll give you a... Well, first I'll read that. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer, stuffed himself with Mexican food again. Now he can't get off the can. Meanwhile, a line outside the club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can tell cool guys from the punks. Well, Mr. Birch, that sounds like your job. Even though you're not cool at all. Look at that face. Okay, drug sales. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skate rink is selling crack to teenagers. So let's dandy. Wait, didn't I fire Birch Jr.? Oh, that's nice. He quit. Okay, you're a bitch. Oh, let's take that quick. Suicide threat. Robbins and Grant, go. Well, that person quit, so we have another opening. Mr. Birch. Who would ever hire this bitch? Honestly. Alright, Maximilian. Shift A. As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for kids. Alright, carefully watch the clown from stands.
1111 completion.
Oh, that worked. Of course the offender escaped. They always escape, these shitty cops. Oh my god. End day.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Alright, so I'm gonna do one more day of gameplay and then we'll wrap up this episode here. And surprisingly, no one wanted to call in. Okay, from City Hall. A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to the local radio station promising to kill all black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black cops, all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tensions. Ooh. Okay, Mr. Austin. You're black? Shit. Okay, destruction of property, yeah. Member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards! Thieves! Bloodsuckers!" Okay, Coachy, go handle that yourself. You're a strong young woman. And homicide will get Mole and Armstrong. Alright, we got no open slots. But let's look at these. Mr. Mosier. Yep. Can't fire them legally. Yeah, we can't fire our black employees. That's kind of, bad. Racist. Alright, carjacking. Gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that is on a stolen vehicles list. Okay. Call horn and not so pretty. And then I got Yancey and the rest people are shit. That's nice.
212 complete.
Alright, destruction and property report. Offender caught. Good. Investigation has started, and yeah, I'm not reading that shit.
in progress.
Suspicious individual. Corey Ramsey, a mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals sitting on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for an hour, and he is taking several photographs of them. Oh, Mr. Pedophile. Looks like Herbert the Pervert made it to Freeburg, or whatever the fuck this fucking fucked up town is called.
Looks like we have a situation.
Okay, the driver is nowhere to be seen. Let's wait a safe distance for the driver to appear.
113 feet.
Oh my god, I got it. Such a shocker. Suspicious individual report. Yancey, really? You fucking piece of shit, you let me down. Alright. Get people tougher. Oh, I was right, Freeburg. Alright. Austin, you're the weakest link, so I'll send you out. Report. Open investigations. Yay. Travis Horton, a known racist who already has several previous convictions.
311A
Oh.
in progress.
We'll send Coachy and Calhoun, or whatever the fuck his name is, and SWAT. Ooh, gotta fight, fight. Alright, Purdy and Yancey, you guys can take care of that. I'm not even gonna read the damn description of that shit.
311A in progress.
Fight. Another fight. Yep. Send you guys. Oh, you pulled your back. Looks like Mr. Austin, he moved up. Went from the lowest to the third lowest. That's a little bit of an improvement. Okay, on stage, our two strippers going at it. Shut off the music, turn on the lights. Let's continue to fight. Step in and try to separate.
311A complete.
Yay, got it. Fender caught. Nice. Case closed.
311A complete.
Fight report. Awesome. And let's end the day. Okay, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more of This Is the Police, then give a big like. It always helps and tells me that you guys enjoy this series. So again, thank you guys for watching, and peace out.